Buenos dias from the beautiful city of Mission Viejo. It's The Scoop on Channel 39 as we present our 5th episode of the season, taking you outside the ordinary in Orange County. So today we will introduce you to institutions and members of our community that put their mark on the OC, such as Saddleback College's own Dr. Roya Aminzadeh. She'll discuss her role as a campus transfer counselor and how students can benefit from these services. We'll also take a sneak peek at one of California's most spectacular and celebrated museums, the Getty Center. We've also invited one of our friends, Justin Yee from Mission CrossFit, here in studio. Now, CrossFit is a wonderful workout phenomenon that's piqued the interest of millions of people across the United States. And then we're gonna go down to the beach to find out how a local Mexican restaurant kicks off their summer fiesta.
Oh my God.
Good girl, good job.
Saddleback College in Mission Viejo recently hosted the Fun on Fur Legs Community Dog Fair located on the Upper Campus Quad. Over 200 members of the community, including nonprofits, local businesses, volunteers, and students, joined in on a day dedicated to all kinds of pups and their unique styles and needs.
Is this Rebel with the blue eyes? You see the Rebel?
Hello, Rebel.
Hi. He's a German Shepherd and he has a...
The event kicked off with a morning walk where dog lovers accompanied their furry friends across the college, and then the party started.
The costumes are always hysterical. I can't wait for the tricks, actually, because the tricks and the best ears and the longest ears and the funniest things, that's next. And we have tons of raffles. We had an amazing police display. Dax is just gorgeous, and he's training to be a dog that detects the cell phones and things, which is amazing. We watched that, and they can actually smell the lithium batteries. That's how they detect a phone. Because when people go to prison, they don't want them having a cell phone. So that was amazing. I couldn't work out how they were going to do that.
We started this project in January, the first day of school. We had received very little information as to what we were going to be doing because this was our semester business project. So pretty much everything to put into this is how to start a business. So the relevance between the dog fair and the business class is that you are basically putting on this business for one day, and we started the advertising by making our posters and doing, small flyers. We started advertising them at, local places like Santoro's, Wings, which is across the street, Starbucks. That's kind of how we started getting the word going. So this has been a really great experience for me because I've never really known what goes into starting a business and all the work and the late days and long hours and money and budget, and it's been a really exciting experience.
Hi.
Learning how to run a business, learning how to do all that, and also all of the net proceeds will benefit 4 no-kill shelters, which is awesome. So doing a little bit of giving back to the community as well. So it's great. It's the best way to learn anything, is to do it.
From Saddleback College in Mission Viejo, SCTV Channel 39. Well, as you can see, we fell in love with Sophie. If you or anyone you know is interested in caring for a pup, we definitely invite you to consider the options of adoptions through organizations like the Humane Society of the United States. And next, it was a pleasure to have Dr. Roya Aminzadeh from the Transfer Center with Chris. Here's the scoop.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our College Talk segment of The Scoop. I'm your host, Chris Duncan, and I'm here today with a very special guest. Her name is Roya Aminzadeh. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am well. So, Roya is a transfer counselor specialist here at Saddleback. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. In the Transfer Center, we help students who want to transfer onto a 4-year institution and earn a bachelor's degree. So we really try to provide services and support to allow them to reach their educational goals.
What kind of resources do you guys provide, Roya?
We offer a ton of different resources to help out our students. We offer one-to-one counseling appointments where students can schedule an appointment and a counselor meets with them for about 30 minutes to discuss any issues, concerns, or goals that they have in mind. We also offer walk-in appointments. Well, actually, it's not really an appointment, but we offer walk-in advising. So it's about 15 minutes a student gets with a counselor, and they come on into the transfer center, put their name on a list, and talk about any quick questions that they have for us. Then we offer multiple resources in terms of providing information for transfer. So we have coming up on April 19th a transfer fair where colleges from all around the nation are coming to our campus to meet with students, and they're just dying to talk to our students and give them some more information about admissions to their campus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Well, can you tell me, as a counselor, when do you recommend students come to see you?
I recommend students come in as soon as they start at Saddleback. Even if students aren't thinking that they want to transfer, we have so many different brochures and pamphlets and documents that might help students just start exploring, thinking if that's a route that they want to take. And we definitely encourage students to make an appointment with us, and we can absolutely help them kind of discover what they're interested in and if transferring to a four-year institution is the right approach for them.
See. And why is it so critical for them to come and visit you like immediately? And how do you think students do in transferring if they come to see you sooner rather than later?
Well, I think it's critical to come meet with us because we as transfer center counselors have the most up-to-date information and knowledge. So policies change all the time. There's new majors at different campuses that students may have not known about. So we like to provide them the most recent information. And you know, a lot of times I see students who come at their last semester and they find out that they're missing a course or something, and it becomes too late for them to add that course. So we really try to help them prepare as early as possible so they can be the most successful student.
How can students contact you?
Students can contact us by calling us at our office, and they also can come and visit us. We're located in the Student Services Center in 225B. And we also have a website for the Transfer Center. If students just visit the Saddleback homepage, they'll be able to find our Transfer Center webpage.
Awesome. And would you suggest high school students who are looking to transfer here contact your office, and for what reason, if so?
Oh yeah, we have high school students coming in all the time, and actually students who don't have a Saddleback ID can be issued a temporary ID. And students who aren't even sure if they want to come to Saddleback or is, you know, a route that they might potentially take, they come in, meet with a counselor, and we still provide them the options for transferring and how their education might play out if they did come to Saddleback. So I definitely encourage students, even if they have their top choice four-year institutions, to come and visit us and talk to us to see if Saddleback could be an option for them in the future.
Okay, so last question, real quick. What do you think are the most common schools that students from Saddleback transfer to? And how would you encourage students that are interested in transferring to come out and learn more about your program?
So a lot of students from Saddleback transfer on to Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Long Beach, UCI, UCLA. I actually was a transfer student at Saddleback, and I transferred to UCLA. But the best way to learn more information is by coming and visiting us and you know, taking a look at our office and what we have to offer.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to visit us today.
Absolutely.
Roya is fantastic. Please, any students who are interested in going to meet her, go and check her out. Transfer counselor here at Saddleback College. And thanks for taking the time. We really appreciate it. I can't wait to see you out there.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Roya Aminzadeh, for your time and patience in facilitating the success of our Saddleback students. To set up an appointment or to guide a friend in the right direction, you should visit the Transfer Center. All right, guys, when we return from this commercial break, we're taking you to a trip to the City of Angels.
Saddleback College enriches its students and the South Orange County community by providing a comprehensive array of high-quality courses and programs. We foster student learning and success in the attainment of academic degrees and career technical certificates, transfer to four-year institutions, and improvement of basic skills. We dedicate ourselves to excellence in academics, student support, and community service. We hope Saddleback College will be your first choice.
If you're looking for a stimulating and educational trip for the family, we invite you to drive north to the Getty Center. We did just that, and we brought you back our scoop on the Getty.
Blended high on a Brentwood hilltop just west of Los Angeles and accessible only by tram sits the J. Paul Getty Museum. Oil billionaire tycoon J. Paul Getty, seen here in Santa Monica Beach, generously established the J. Paul Getty Museum Trust in 1953. Other donors, such as the Fran and Ray Stark Sculpture Gardens, also lend well to the philanthropic works Getty sought to inspire. Designed in modern architecture by Richard Myers, the curvilinear style flows you through the museum entrance hall, onto the reflecting pools and the East Pavilion. Delivering on finds such as the glacial rocks touted to be over 180 million years old, the Getty has grown in distinction to become the world's largest art organization. Donning some 1.2 million square feet of fossilized Italian travertine, Myers' designs accurately reflected Getty's love for Greek and Roman art. And of course, let's not forget about the paintings. There's Jean, masterpieced in 1881 by Manet. Several versions of Madonna and Child. Bacchante with an ape. David with the head of Goliath, Rembrandt's, and even Irises by Van Gogh with its world-renowned textures has its place on the wall. Everywhere you look, it would seem there is one remarkable sculpture after another, after another, after another. As we descended to the gardens, it was apparent that to Getty, everything in nature is its own work of art. A true marvel, from its sound streams designed to calm your senses, to the horticulture gardens recognizing nature's color palettes, which blend with the hues of the Los Angeles skyline. The Art of Alchemy, the Getty's most recent specialty exhibit in February 2017, entertained visitors with many of their book samplings, handwritings, tools, and ingenuity. It is nothing short of remarkable that the alchemists were responsible for many of our artistic tools we use today. The Alchemy exhibit is still an online exhibition with full-line translations on the works available at getty.edu. And let's not forget the Getty Research Institute, which offers scholars, students, and researchers unparalleled resources and opportunities to access some very rare works indeed, with some of the findings shared with the public through the Research Exhibition Center. At only $15 for parking, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better entertainment and educational value than what the Getty has to offer.
How beautiful. For more information to plan your family trip to the Getty, check out thegetty.edu. Now, in Southern California, once summer approaches, many of us use that as an opportunity to set better health goals. Now, CrossFit was born as a health and fitness program, and since then has made its way around the world to local training centers to even international competitions. Now we have in studio Justin Yee with Will to give us a taste of CrossFit. Here's the scoop with Will.
Thanks, Esmeralda. Here in the studio today, we have Justin Yee, who is the owner and head guru, like I like to call him, of Mission CrossFit in Lake Forest. And we were talking earlier about all kinds of really interesting things about the history of CrossFit, what it entails. So just really briefly this time, what sort of things would you say CrossFit adds that other workout routines are missing?
I think the broadness of it,
Yeah.
really, William, is the idea that we can incorporate anything into our workouts. You know, we're not limited by machines, we're not limited by weights, we're not limited by really anything. You can throw a football into a workout if we wanted to, right? This idea that we want to be good at as many things as possible without really specializing in any one thing. You know, because isn't that life? Your friend's like, hey, I want to go on a hike. You're like, I'm ready. I want to go play softball. I'm ready for that too, right? And we want to be able to just go out and do anything, you know, and use what we do in the weight room to make us better outside.
Yeah, how cool. And so because we're going to start working out, I want to make sure we mention the proud tradition. You have I found out in conversation, you have a law enforcement background, and there's a lot of really brave men and women that have done CrossFit from the military world and from the world of first responders. And that's a really meaningful thing that I want to make sure we touch on. Is that something that brings people together through CrossFit, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you realize that it's bigger than just working out and it's bigger than just yourself, you know, we bring that into the gym all the time. You know, it's like, hey, people ask me, hey, what are you training for? It's like, I'm training to compete with my kids. You know, I want them to have that dad that can go out and do anything. You know, and same with our grandparents. We have people in the gym that are grandparents. You know, can they pick up their grandkids? Can they go run and play with them? You know, just being able to be free to do whatever you want in life. You know, that's a lot of it. And then the freedom, like you said, tied into the military first responder communities, that people are willing to sacrifice themselves, even though, you know, for a complete stranger.
Absolutely.
You know, and then we kind of attribute that to our workouts.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm not a veteran. I don't have any of that heroism in my background, but I certainly respect it, and I think that you can kind of sense that it's in the DNA of CrossFit. There were a lot more jokes when we were talking earlier. I talked about how people will, tell you how you can tell they're in CrossFit because they tell you, and I said I was cross-fat and all that. But let's make sure we get to working out. So is this what you want me to do, or is this what you're going to do? I don't know what I can do. I'm that out of shape.
Well, we talked about this earlier, right? And so this is where we're going to figure it out on the fly.
Okay.
You know, we kind of came up with a workout. This is a basic one, right? A little bit of jump rope, because that's some athleticism.
Yeah.
Right?
I've
Most people
heard
haven't
of
jumped
that.
rope since, elementary school, and even then we might have avoided it. Right? But I did it because that's where all the cute girls were, right? Jump roping. So, you know, you got jump rope, you got burpees. You know, everybody loves burpees, but not really. You know, all that really is getting on the ground and getting back off.
They have that at 7-Eleven, or is that AM PM?
Yeah, that's a different burpee.
Oh,
yeah. And then we have push-ups, and then, so really all this is, let's just keep it simple, right? We like to jump up and down. You know, we got to get off the ground sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes we got to go lay down on the ground. That's really all a burpee is. Push-up, how else do we get out of bed? Deadlift, got to pick up something that we want, right? And then squats, how do we get off the toilet?
There we go.
We got to be able to do that. You can't get off the toilet.
And
life,
also,
life gets rough.
Potentially instead of a toilet. Like,
Yeah.
I can't help but repeat that joke. Excellent. And so if I want to be Batman right away, I just do all of these simultaneously, right? Like jump rope while I'm somehow, or
Yeah, we're going to go one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the jump rope. We won't incorporate jump rope burpee push-ups yet. You know, that's day 2.
Okay.
You know, first day we'll just take one exercise at a time. But maybe let's start at the bottom and work our way up for a little bit.
I think that's
because
my
of
speed.
some injuries and stuff, we scale everything. So I'm going to have you have a seat on the bench.
Sure.
You know, because this is the beauty of a squat.
All
You know, you're mentioning that you had an injury earlier, kind of concerned about some of those ribs. So all we would ask people to do is just put your feet in a position, like get ready to get up.
Okay.
Right? But instead of using your hands this time, just straighten up as much as you can.
Okay.
And then just stand up.
All right.
See, that's the beauty of a squat. A lot of people are like, I don't know how to squat. All we want you to do is stand up and sit down, keep your feet flat. That would be like a very baseline, basic movement, kind of gauge what you're capable of. We could take the bench away and have you do squats, but right now, you know, let's do the toilet seat exercise, right?
Okay.
So up and down off the toilet.
Let's
do 10.
All right.
Yeah, let's
so
go.
Is that already one? I don't get credit for that first one, do I? What should I do with my hands? I never know, you know.
Just keep them up here. Maybe even tighten. See if you can flex your upper body. Does that make it
right.
easier? As you flex your upper body, do you feel your body more in sync or less?
I think less.
Less?
Well, no, maybe more. Yeah, actually more, because it's more like a real, like I had to push a car yesterday. That's when I knew my injury was healed and I could go back to work. I'm like, I'm pushing a car.
Yeah, generally, that looks good. Well, we can stop you there.
All right.
Generally, we want your upper body kind of tight and engaged, right? The body is one complete system from the shoulder to the ankle. So if you can stay tight in the, plus if you were, you know, had something in your lap, maybe you want to get off the couch, you didn't want to drop it, right? To be able to tighten and use
off
that.
the couch?
Yeah, maybe. Who gets off the couch, right? Unless you got to go refill the bag of chips. You know, another thing, deadlift, right? Simple exercise. Well, this is the nice thing about it, right? Little 9-pounder. I know you're injured, but I think you'll be okay.
Okay.
So basically, all I want you to do is stand over it.
All right.
Kind of put it in between your feet.
Now this is what the Spetsnaz did, right? The
Yeah.
Soviets.
So scoot forward more. You know, and then what you want to do is keep your chest as upright as possible.
Okay.
But let's do this. You've picked up things off the ground before, right?
I think so.
A few times.
I usually have people for that, but
yeah, let's just try it. Just pick
Okay.
it up off
Just
the ground.
straight up?
One hand or two hand, it doesn't matter.
I I have a kettlebell at home, and it's 45 pounds, and I can barely do anything with it, and I think I'm going to hurt myself.
Well, I think that was perfect, though, right? Because a lot of
Okay.
people get really worried about picking stuff up. I mean,
Right.
that's only 9 pounds. Sometimes people worry about that. We do that all the time.
Yeah.
This time what I want you to do is put that kettlebell, like, just hang arms straight down, right? You know what a gorilla is?
You mean like the primate?
Like a primate.
I do.
So pretend you're an angry gorilla.
Okay.
And
I'm angry that the new
then put
Gorillaz
that
album isn't
down,
that
right?
good.
So gorillas don't bend over because it's a sign of weakness, right?
Right. So
We
just
want to keep
straight
the
down.
Deadpool
Okay.
logo nice and
That's
big,
right.
nice and elevated. So
Okay.
go ahead and bend those knees nice
Bend
and
them.
low. Stick your
and-
butt
and
back,
then-
feet flat. Go ahead and
Okay.
put that down.
Whoa.
Right? So not quite
Okay.
what we'd want,
I think
you know, from a
there's
technique
like
standpoint.
tendons in there that I didn't know. So just straight down? Or
So straight down. So
Okay.
even I'll demonstrate this as well,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, maybe. Monkey see, well, I
Yeah,
guess
monkey see, monkey
when
do,
gorillas
right?
aren't monkeys,
And
they're
so
apes,
as we're
right?
here,
Okay.
right, let's puff up that upper body.
Yeah.
Bend those knees, stick that butt out like you're showing it off. Come
Rest
on,
in peace,
show it off.
Harambe.
Show that butt off.
Okay.
Put your knees out,
Out.
because that looks stronger. Now puff up that chest. Your Deadpool went away, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then back up.
And then back up.
Yeah. Go ahead and put it down.
Got it. Okay. Well, I hear a rhythmic tapping. That means
So maybe
that
we're
we
done already.
are already,
There we
yeah.
go.
Well, thanks very much, Justin.
Yeah.
Mission CrossFit in Lake Forest. Back to you, Esmeralda.
Well, as you can tell, we got a little inspired here. So thank you for Justin Yee for coming in and Will for giving it that good old college try. And I appreciate their motto, where the impossible is possible. They also offer classes to everyone. So guys, we'll be right back. Well, we invited another member of our Saddleback College community, Lindsay Yosef, to the Learning Resources Center. And she came in studio to share with us some of the free services they provide for our students here at Saddleback. So here is Chris Duncan with The Scoop with Dr. Yosef on Channel 39.
Thanks, Esmeralda. I'm Chris Duncan, and this is your College Talk. I'm here today with Dr. Lindsay Yosef from the Learning Resource Center. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Chris. Thank you for having me today.
It's a pleasure to have you here. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm a faculty tutorial specialist in the Learning Resources Center. I'm also a faculty with Brandman University and Chapman University Systems. And I love being a part of Saddleback family.
Awesome. And what does your position do here at the Learning Resource Center exactly?
So what I do is I kind of help facilitate student learning, tutor growth and professional development, and kind of just aiding all of general faculty and tutoring concerns and support in the Learning Resources Center.
Awesome. Okay. What subjects do you tutor or do you help facilitate tutoring for at the Learning Resource Center?
I'm glad you asked that. The Learning Resource Center has a plethora of subjects that we cater towards. I specifically focus on English, composition writing, business writing, a multitude of the social sciences. But at the Learning Resources Center, we offer support for all different subject types: mathematics, science, English. So.
That's fantastic. Okay. And how many members of the faculty are at the Learning Resource Center and are available to students to be tutored by?
Well, generally we're kind of the last line of defense. So there's several faculty tutorial specialists and faculty, English faculty that are there as well as support. But generally about 10 of us are there at different times throughout the week to support.
Okay. And what's the flow usually like there? Do you see a high number of students who are there to be tutored?
We do. Usually you'll see the Learning Resources Center being its busiest during the peak times of week 2 of the semester, and then generally towards the end of the semester before finals.
Awesome. Okay, okay. And what kind of advice would you give students who are interested in finding out where the Learning Resource Center is and how they could partake in some of its resources?
I would recommend going and visiting us on the Saddleback College website. If you go on the Saddleback website, and it's just /tutoring, and you'll get all of the information there for the Learning Resources Center.
Awesome. Okay. And what's the best time of day? What do you think the best time of day is for a student to try and come to the Learning Resource Center to get tutored?
I would recommend mornings or late afternoons. Usually it just depends on the student's schedule. I know there's a lot of our students who are also working and very busy individuals, so we try to offer tutors at different times and different peak hours.
Awesome. Can you tell us how qualified the tutors are and what makes them qualified to be tutors, and are there student tutors?
Absolutely. Yeah, our tutors go through a rigorous training. When a lot of our tutors are students at Saddleback College, but some of them are external, working in different fields and kind of bring in their own expertise. So they go through various trainings within the LRC. We provide them, give them strong professional development trainings throughout their term, and as well in the very beginning before they even start. So they're well equipped to help our students at Saddleback College.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the types of trainings that they go through?
Yeah, so what they do is we try to provide them, again, like I said, professional development trainings that are kind of key to building student engagement, professionalism, understanding what their roles are and how to best serve our students. A tutor's job really isn't to give the answers to our students or to really do much in regards to helping them specifically on their assignments. What they do is to act as a facilitator, offer opportunities for learning for our students.
Awesome. And what time of day? What are the office hours again for the LRC?
So the LRC is open Monday through Friday, and usually it's 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Fridays, we close earlier, around 2 p.m.
Awesome. Okay, that's great. And just really quickly, if you could tell me, what do you think is the most important thing a student should know about getting some help at the LRC?
My recommendation is it's never too late. So, don't wait too long to get the help that you need. Don't wait the day before a test. Come in early, make your appointments on the WC Online, which is actually on the Tutoring Center's website. Make your appointments, come in, and be situated, and we're here to help you.
Awesome. Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
I feel like this is something that would really, really help the students here at Saddleback. I can see it as being an incredible resource, and having teachers be available, I think, is paramount for students who are really seeking to better their education. So thanks so much again for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Can't wait to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Yosef, for all you do here on campus. And it's wonderful to see that one-on-one help is still at the center of the LRC for the students to experience. Well, it is not time for a siesta yet, guys, so I hope you brought an appetite as we go to cruise down south to Orange County to see how a 44-year-old restaurant continues to do their summer tradition. And just a hint, it's right down the street in Dana Point. Here's a scoop on Ola Mendes. Southern California has become a staple in embracing the vibrant culture of Mexico. Ballet Folclórico is a traditional dance that differs from each region of Mexico. But there is one thing for sure, it wouldn't be a true fiesta without the sounds of the mariachis, good food, and tequila. Along Orange County's coast lies Ola Mendes Mexican Cuisine in Dana Point, family-owned and operated.
We opened in 1973, and I think by 74, late 74, people began to appreciate what we were doing with our cooking, actually. Being fresh, being cooked every day, choosing the best vegetables, doing the best thing. And then people began realizing what we were doing and began appreciating that. And then the business began flourishing.
Also known for creative innovations, Olamendi's has their own brand of premium tequila and award-winning cocktails. In order to be called tequila, it must be made in certain regions of Mexico using the agave plant. After being hand-picked and harvested, the tequila is ready to age. Tequila consists of two categories, 100% blue agave and mixed. Popular types of tequila are blanco, the purest form of agave, reposado, typically aged 1 year or less in oak barrels, and extra añejo tequila. Historically, tequila was used as a celebratory drink among the indigenous Indians, and today can be enjoyed alone or in a margarita.
I'm going to give you guys the secrets. Even though no one has the tequila, because we have the best organic tequila. So one of the reasons that our drinks are so successful, because we been able to create our drinks like the same way we create our food, using only natural produce. I'm just so happy to see how our customers really love what we do.
Rooted in authenticity and creativity, Olamendi's continues to be a family tradition. Olamendi's is open 7 days a week. To make a reservation or for more details about Olamendi's organic tequila brand, check out originalolamendi's.com or on Facebook and Instagram, #Olamendi's. Well, guys, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and before we go, we would like to thank all our in-studio guests, such as Sophie and Justin Yee from Mission CrossFit, and Will for that awesome workout, and all our community members, such as Dr. Roya Aminzadeh. And thank you for all our friends and family who continue to support us. It's The Scoop on Channel 39. Bye, guys.